Hello everyone. I hope that you are doing great. I hope you're in your houses taking care of yourselves and your family. And today in this opportunity we're going to start working on unit 9, okay? I will prepare this video so I can help you to go through the exercises and to practice your pronunciation maybe, right? So I hope it is useful. Now, Unit 9 is called Getting Around. In general, we're going to be talking about means of transport, how you can get from your houses or from specific points in the city to other important places, how to ask for information about different places, and how to respond as well. Okay, so let's start. The first exercise that we have here, it is called How Do You Get There? Here on the left, we have a beautiful image of our friend from this unit, which is called VJ, and he is from London, England. Now, VJ had to answer these 5 questions he was asked. And here below, we have the answers to those questions. What I want you to do is to pause the video, right, and try to match questions and answers, okay? Questions are based on how VJ gets from his house to the city center, to the shops, and to other different places. So please pause the video now and do the exercises. So let's see. Number 1. How do you get to the city center? This is a question asked to VJ, remember. How do you get to the city center? The answer is, I get the train. I hate driving on crowded roads and it's difficult to park in the center, right? So he gets the train. Crowded roads and parking in the center is something complicated, right? And it happens in Viña, Valparaíso, and many other different city centers around the country, right? So he prefers to get the train. Number 2, how do you get to the shops? The answer would be letter C. I drive because I usually buy more than I can carry. So every time he goes to the shops, he goes by car, so he can take with him the things that he has bought, right? So he drives. Good. Number 3, how do you usually get to work? Letter E, I cycle most days, but if I'm late, I get the bus. Most days he cycles, but in case he's late, he gets the bus. I'm sorry. Number 4, how do you get to your closest friend's home? Well, it's a bit difficult to get there by public transport, so I usually walk. He rides a motorbike and that's how he gets to my place, right? So he walks to visit his friends and his friend, rides a motorbike. And the last one, how do you get to the airport? Well, I usually get the underground because it's cheaper, but if it is a business trip, I get the taxi. The idea is for you also to be able to answer these questions using your own information. Now let's see. Below here, we have some images about common means of transportation that you can find in your city, right? What I want you to do is to match the highlighted verbs and expressions with the pictures 1 to 8. So the expressions are walk, that's a verb, right? Ride a motorbike, get the underground, get the taxi, drive, get the train, cycle, and get the bus. So match those expressions with the images, and then we're going to check. So let's see.
Track 47. 1.
Get the underground.
2. Get the bus. 3.
Get the train.
4. Cycle. 5.
Ride a motorbike.
6. Get a taxi. 7.
Drive.
8. Walk.
So you have them all correct? Very simple, right? Now, try to think again of other means of transport that maybe you use when you want to move around your cities, right? Here we have examples: scooter, the metro, yes, what else? Boats, maybe, or ships. Try to think of other common examples. So, we're going to do now a listening activity, okay? So VJ from London, right, the one that we saw before, is talking to Mira, his cousin. This is Mira. Mira lives in Lucknow, India, and we're going to listen to a conversation while VJ is visiting her. We're going to identify if this visit is the first time he has gone to Lucknow, and in addition, you're going to look at these 5 sentences and try to identify if they are true or false. Okay? So 2 activities, just 1 listening.
Track 48. Morning, VJ.
Good morning.
Sleep well?
Yes, thanks. Tea.
So, what are we doing today?
Well, could we go and have a look round the city? It's so interesting to see a new place.
Sure, good idea.
Actually, the first thing is I need to get some money. Is there a cash machine near here?
No, but there are a couple next to Halvasia Market in Hazratganj.
Where's that? In the centre?
It's the main shopping area, yes.
All right. And another thing, are there any bookshops here? English bookshops?
Huh? Are you bored?
No, of course not. But, you know, I like reading, and I didn't bring any books because they're so heavy.
Okay. The best bookshop is Universal Booksellers. That's in Hazratganj too.
Great. Do you know when it's open?
I think it opens at 10 or 10:30 and closes around 8:30.
Okay. So, what's the best way to get there? Can we walk?
Well, we could, but it's hot and quite crowded.
How long does it take?
About 20 minutes.
Is there a bus?
Not from here, no. It's better to get a taxi. Or we could get an auto.
An auto?
I mean an auto rickshaw.
Okay. Good idea. Where's the nearest rickshaw stop?
There isn't a stop. We just have to walk until we see an auto and then stop it.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see your answers. First we have, do you think this is the first time VJ visits Lucknow? Yes, right? That's a tick. Yes. How do we know that? Because he's constantly asking questions. Where is this? Where is that? Is there a bookshop? Is there a cash machine? Right? He's making a lot of questions. So in that case, we can infer that he doesn't know a lot about the city, right? Because this is the first time he has visited. Very good. Now, are the sentences true or false? Number 1, there are cash machines near Mira's house. That is false, right? There isn't, or there aren't in this case, cash machines near Mira's home. DJ wants to buy an English book. That is true, right? Good. Now, Universal Booksellers opens very early. This is a bit tricky, right? The audio says that it opens at 10 or 10:30. So I would say that that's early. Of course, it's in the morning, but very early? I'm not sure, right? Very early for me would be around 8 o'clock or 8:30, right? That's a bookshop that opens very early in comparison to the rest of the shops. But 10, 10:30, I would say that that's false, at least to me, right? Now, it takes about 20 minutes to walk to the center of Lucknow. That is true. 20 minutes, right? Mira and Vijay decide to walk to the city center. That is false. Yes, they say, or Mira said, that it was too hot and too crowded. So what do they decide to do if they are not walking? Are they taking the bus? Taxi? Nope. They are taking an auto rickshaw. You might be wondering, what is that? But if you think about India, this is an auto rickshaw, the most common mean of transport in India, right? Vijay says, but where is the nearest stop, right? Auto rickshaw stop. Well, Amira says, there aren't any stops, right? Just walk. When you see an auto rickshaw, you make it stop and then you hop up, right? Good. Now, here we have some extracts of the conversation between Mira and Vijay. They were asking a lot of questions, right? Vijay was asking a lot of questions. Here we have the questions divided into 4 different categories. Asking where something is, asking how to get there, asking how far it is, and asking when it's open. These are the type of questions that you might ask when you want to find out about information about important places in a city, right? Now, what I want you to do is to pause the video now and try to complete these questions with the best word or the appropriate words in this box. Okay, so please pause the video now because in some seconds I'm going to give you the answers. So don't cheat. So, for the first category, we have is there a cash machine near here? Is there a cash machine near here? Pay attention that we don't say, is there a cash machine near to here? Right? That is a common mistake that you may make, right? We say, is there a cash machine near here? Yes, it is. No, it isn't. Are there any bookshops here? Where is the nearest rickshaw stop? Where is the nearest rickshaw stop? Now, asking how to get there, how to get to that place, right? What is the best way to get there? When we talk about the best way to get somewhere, it can be the fastest way, maybe the cheapest way, right? The most effective. Now, here, can we walk? Is it possible to walk? Is it near enough so we can walk? Or is there a bus? That is a way to get to the place, right? In this case, we use the corresponding verbs. What is the best way to get there? You can get the underground, you can ride a motorbike, you can drive, get the train, right? And so on and so forth. Good. Then we have asking how far away it is. And here they have the question, how long does it take? How long does it take to get to the supermarket? And the last one, asking when it's open. In this case, it will mean a shop, probably. Do you know when it opens? When it's open, I'm sorry. These are some of the conversation they have, right? In this case, they were talking about the bookshop. Now, let's see. Here we have 4 questions, 4 extra questions that I would like you to classify into these 4 categories. Okay? So pause the video and include these questions in the correct section. Now let's see. The first question says, is it far? Here, right? Is it far? Yes, it is. No, it isn't. What time does it open? What time does it open? Where can I buy some shoes? Where can I buy some shoes? Is there a shoe shop over here? And then we have, how far is it? How far is it? Good. Now, something important. Here we have 2 questions that are very similar. How long does it take and how far is it? And I usually see a confusion between these 2. Now pay attention here. When we have the question, how long does it take? The answer would be in time expressions, right? It takes about 20 minutes to get there, right? Now, if we talk about the second question, how far is it? The importance here is that we are talking not only about time, but about distance, right? So it is around 2 kilometers. 2 kilometers, right? How far is it? Distance measure. How long does it take, right? This is a time measure. Okay? Good. Now, final exercise from this section at least. We have here 3 different conversations that I would like you to complete with the expressions that we already covered. Okay, so here we have similar questions to the one previously read, right? So I want you to complete this with what you think is correct. Please pause the video now and do the exercises. Now, let's check.
Track 49.
1,
Where's the nearest bus stop?
It's on Station Road.
What's the best way to get there?
Oh, you can walk.
How far is it?
About half a kilometre.
2,
Is there a bank near here?
Not really. The nearest one is next to the train station.
Is there a bus?
It's better to get the metro.
How long does it take?
About 15 minutes.
3,
Where can I buy some shoes?
The best shoe shop is Porter's.
Is it far?
No, it's a 10-minute walk.
What time does it open?
It opens at 9:30.
So, did you have them all correct? Very good. Now, finally, this is just for you to keep in mind, right? It is a speaking activity. We're going to be analyzing this in the next online lesson, okay? So please do this activity at home. It says, think of 3 places you might need to find when you're visiting a new place. For example, bank, post offices, a supermarket, a gift shop, hotel, the tourist information office, a train station. Try to think of other important places that you would like to know if you're visiting a new place, a new city maybe. Now imagine you're living the building you're in now, which should be your houses, right? Imagine you're living your houses. Try to stop another student. No, try to think. Ignore that. Try to think of how you get to these places from your houses. What is the best way to get to those places, right? What is the quickest way as well? Think about that. Maybe you can create a dialogue if you want, and we're going to be analyzing this in our next online session, okay? So, I hope this is helpful for you. If you have questions, don't forget that you can write me to my email, and I will see you on the next video probably. Bye bye.